Hi, gang. Glad to have you back. Thanks for all the great comments you guys have been posting on some of the videos, and I hope I'm helping you kind of get forward with whatever you're attempting to do. But as promised from my last video, we have a wood shop out back, and a lot of times, if there's a tool or something specific that we need, if we can possibly make it, we'll do that. And as I had promised, we wanted to do some not carders, wool combs and a hackle board, because I've looked online and seen the prices of wool combs and hackle boards, and my response was like everybody else, that's insane. I don't have that kind of money. So, but I do have a wood shop. So here we are. Here's our newest project. I'm so proud. Wool combs, 2 rows of nails, wool combs. This is old barn wood, because we do like to get a hold of old wood that nobody wants from barns or pallets or whatever. We take old wood, and this is old barn wood, and we did do some sanding to get some of the grunge off, and we did put 2 rows of nails in here. Now, as I was corrected, my dear sweet husband, because I said the wrong nail, it's a 6V finish nail. These are a good length. They're not as long as what you would buy on a wool wool comb, but they do the same job. Might take you might have to make a few more swipes than you would on a professional one because they have longer spikes. I don't know where they get them spikes from, but this was the longest nail at our local hardware store, and so it works fine. But what we did, now this is the shape from an old vintage wool comb. We did some searching of pictures and such online, and we found this shape on there as an old vintage one, and I like this shape. So what we did is we lined up where the holes went, and we pre-drilled the holes, and then make the hole just enough to where the nail will go through the hole. You might find some nails are a little thicker than the others. Excuse me, and you'll have to tap them carefully, and get them all the way through. Once the heads are all flat back here, which you can see it right there, there's wood glue, and then I put polyurethane on the back to keep the heads in, so that way while I'm combing the wool, the nails don't come out the back. And then, of course, we made its mate. These are the same. They do the same job. You can take a clamp and clamp one to the table, load it full of your bulky wool, and then take the other comb and go back and forth, left and right, up and down, and you can pull out those saw fibers and start lining up, and it does the same thing. The other thing we did was a hackle board. Here again, 6D finish nails. We got 2 extra short ones here, but that's okay. It isn't going to matter. We did the same process. This piece of wood was left over from an old project, a piece of pine. And we pre-drilled these holes, and we altered the row. You can see that there's 2 rows of nails, and it's every other space, so that way you get that locking technique in there. Then this piece was attached to here, because if I have a thinner table, then I can use here, or if I have a thicker table, then all I have to do is take my clamp and clamp this bad boy down, and then I can make my colored roving. Now, the professional ones that'll cost you, half a month's wage, have much taller nails, and sure, you can do a lot more roving in one sitting. But if you're like me, and that's pretty much what you like to do, it's not a big deal to sit and just load this up, make my roving, load it again, make my roving. And all this cost was the nails, because we already had the wood. We did use some just little screws right here on the ends. They don't match. They don't match anything. They're just screws. So there you go. A nice, easy, cheaper way to get wool combs and a hackle board. Now, if you don't want to mess with the hackle board, you can still make roving from a wool comb. All you need to do is just put this on the end of your table and clamp it down. And then you load this with your colored roving. And then still use your dents or your washer, which is basically what it is. Any washer will do as long as you can pull the roving through the center. Get a washer, and which you can pick them up for like 69 cents at the hardware store, and then make your own roving. You can do it right there. So there you go, guys. 16, not 16. Here we go. 6D finish nails. He's over there laughing at me because I keep want to say 16D. They're not. They're 6D finish nails. So there you have it. Make your own cones. Make your own. You can do it. Let us know. Have a great one.